Hi chaps, so here we are back again, and this is the BX trigger now, and you can see if I press underneath, this is the bolt stop which comes out and will be held in place by the bolt, and if you pull the bolt back then the bolt stop disappears. So this is the one that I made on YouTube some time ago. And this is the factory one which I've just taken out, and you can see it has the usual kind of heart shape, and this is the area that you round, and also here as well. This is just a consequence of the two stampings they've done, but round and get rid of this little jimp here, and make this all nicely round here. And then that can be your auto bolt stop. Very nice and very easy little change. So that's that. That's the BX trigger, and I think we can put the BX trigger into the receiver. I have two pins which are in my magnetic tray here. You can't quite see that. There we go. This pin comes from the muzzle end, and this pin comes from the receiver end. So what we can do is move our BX trigger into position. I'll move the auto bolt stop out of the way. Oh no, the manual. And the hammer is cocked, and I'm just holding the extractor because you need that to sit in its right little hole, and I think we can put the pins in. This one comes from the receiver end. Wow, strong magnet. I think they are tapered. I don't know which is easier. This is a bit stiff. Even stiffer. So let's try this thing. That seems to want to go in here. No, it doesn't. Let's try this one first. Oh, strong magnet. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was expecting. Finger tight. There we are, more or less done. And the next one, that's better. I think it just needed the other one to find the right position. So I'll give those a little tap because they are standing a little proud. Here you see, here it's tiny bit under, tiny bit under, tiny bit over. So we just need the Wheeler gunsmith's hammer. Here I'm just using the the polymer side. Yeah, I'm going to use a tiny brass punch, I think. Let's try this one. That's a good fit. And give it a very light tap. So we really don't need anything. And it's still proud. A very light tap. Yeah, I felt that go in. That's absolutely beautiful. Beautiful. So that's beautifully flush this side, beautifully flush that side, and we have a BX trigger. And that was a very nice feel. To put this back, of course, we need to put this the safety in the mid position, extend its magazine drop, like on the other one. I think mine was an aftermarket. And here's the old trigger with the aftermarket bought bolt release. This was a bought bolt release. So I'll be able to just put this plastic holder on here. I think it just clips on somehow. Seems to be the way. Exactly. And then I need to find the way to get it to come forward. But no need to do that on camera. This is the, here we go. This is the Ruger cage for the BX trigger. And I think we're getting there. This of course needs to hold a hammer. There we go. There we go. So the idea is you can pull the hammer, there we go, and feel the pull. So this is a considerably, it's a nice click, but it's a considerably harder pull than you have on this one. There we go. So that's a Ruger trigger unit, which we don't need anymore. And here is a with the new 15 MOA rail with the BX trigger, with the hole in the receiver, and the polymer bolt stop. That's why it doesn't make a clack when we get back to here. Nice dull sound. In fact, that is what you hear when you chamber around, rather than it hitting this. Nice soft pull, which we hope we're going to get some better results out of. Bolt stop, pulled out of the way by the spring, I don't know if you could see that, and release the bolt. Okay, so I think we've come quite a long way now. Time to take a break and see what's next on the agenda.